Well guys, right on the side of me is one of the most expensive RTX 5070 Ti models out there, but we can actually extend this to the whole 5000 series lineup because MSI is doing this card for the 5070, 5070 Ti, 5080, 5090, and they're all the same pretty much in terms of value proposition, how they position themselves on the market. And now, listen, I'm gonna tell you just two things, then we're gonna get onto the video. So this card is great, and I don't recommend you guys buy it. So with that said, if you even can buy it, because it's pretty much impossible to get. So with that said, let's get started. Now what this is the new Vanguard lineup from MSI, and it's an extension of the Supreme lineup. So it's supposed to be better than a Supreme. And it's also lighter because they use a vapor chamber, the cooler is done a lot better. It's basically the new MSI flagship model, except for water-cooled stuff and other strange things. It has dual BIOS, very good cooling, very good heatsink, whatever you can ask for. The actual PCB has better components than a Ventus, for example, by far. But the biggest difference is actually going to be the BIOS. So this card has a BIOS with a much higher power limit than a regular card. Now, I think somebody on the internet is going to come up with a way to flash the BIOS of this card somewhere else, which means it's going to be pretty cool to like get this and put it somewhere else. So just in case, I am downloading the BIOS, and if we can cross-flash it, I will put the link down below so you guys can buy a cheaper model and flash this BIOS on it and just get this card pretty much. But with that said, what is the SOC launch edition and why is the box so big? I will show you guys the unboxing and it was the best unboxing I've done in a while, and it's coming from a guy who has unboxed every single card on the market, and I even unboxed two different Asus RTX 4090 Matrix cards, which are $3,500 card each. And this thing is better because, check it out, okay? So you open the box, you have to basically pull the cardboard off the box and you cannot close it back again, unfortunately, after you open it. However, the box automatically opens and reveals another box, which you can then open, and you have basically all Lucky themed, Lucky engraved, and you get a Lucky figure. And now this is a mystery box, so you can get a different figure depending on how lucky you are. There is even Easter egg one, special one, which is, since it's an Easter egg, it's from the Easter Island, and it's one of those statues pretty much. I will put the picture from the MSI website, okay? And I got the Boba one, which I kind of like, honestly. But anyways, even the figure, if you open it, you cannot close it again, so you can basically see if it was closed or opened or not. I think, honestly, this is a card which, if you can buy, now I probably should not say this because I'm telling you guys, like, giving bad advice, and I actually don't think you should do this, but if you buy this version and you don't open it, it's probably gonna go up in value, okay? I've said it, yes, but I'm not gonna do it. I opened mine, I don't care, and then I bought it, they didn't send it to me. So anyways, you get cool cardboard, you get very cool box, and you get a Lucky figure. Then you also get a pretty unique GPU stand, which is a bit different from what we've seen before. I like it, nothing special, but it's brand new. And we also get 12-volt high power adapter in yellow, which you probably, like, if you're buying such an expensive card, you should probably, I don't know, have a cable, maybe. But if, like me, you have an 80 plus titanium PSU from Seasonic, you're probably gonna use the adapter. But in my case, the adapter was super ugly, so I just got one of those Ed's DIY angular adapters, so now it looks cool, pretty much. Anyways, that's besides the point. So after that, we actually get the card. And now, the card, again, is quite a bit lighter than Supreme cards. Kind of reminds me of the slim versions of MSI, but you can just feel how premium it is. And now, I'm not the best at describing designs on video cards, but what I'm gonna say is the backplate is really cool. So if you're mounting it horizontal, it's gonna be sick. And the front is really cool, but if you have a tinted glass panel, like in my height Y60, it's gonna be a bit dark because the LEDs are not strong enough. But the front is really cool. It's one of the most detailed cards, aesthetic-wise, which I've seen in a while. Since all of this you can probably tell by just looking at the card, I won't bother you. The only thing I'm gonna say is the materials are very, very good, like better than the average card. But what we care about here at ImWateringPSUs is how well does it perform. And now I run a few benchmarks. I've actually daily driven it for a while, and it's extremely quiet. Like, literally, it's the quietest card I've tried so far from the 5000 series lineup, and it runs extremely cool. We are talking under 60 degrees under full load in a case which is, yes, very well ventilated, but I'm also running an overclocked 9800X 3D and just stuff that puts out a lot of heat. Even my NVMe drive has a heatsink, so it's doing very well, and it's right against the glass, so I'm very impressed with it. This is also the best performer out of the box, out of the whole of MSI lineup. Now, of course, it's gonna be like an Astral, pretty much. It's gonna be on the same price category. Now, this thing right now can be bought, and I'm talking about any Vanguard SOC Launch Edition card. They can be bought for around $200 to $300 over a regular card. If you buy it right, it should be $200 more than a regular card. Would I pay those $200? Probably not. Definitely not for performance, because you're getting out of the box a nice 2% extra performance compared to a stock card, which is definitely not worth it. However, if you are after overclocking, you can get just slightly more out of this. Now, Gamer Nexus did a whole like overclocking live stream on an Astral card, and they got like 7% better performance. This is gonna be roughly the same. So if you're really pushing it, you can get just slightly more performance out of it, but I think the 5070 Ti version of it is pointless, because you can get a 5080 for the price of this. Now listen, this is gonna catch a 5080 in overclock, which is where things get more complicated, okay? Because these cards have a lot of headroom, but I can catch a 5080 with any 5070 Ti out there. If I am good enough at overclocking, I have guides coming out on how to do it. So really, you don't have to buy this for the performance. If you're buying this, it's because you're an enthusiast, you want the lucky figure, you want the cool unboxing experience, and they actually understand you guys. I think this is a cool card. Another way how this would have a place in the market is if you can't buy any card like right now and they're all overpriced, you may find this to be less overpriced than others. This is not the best argument, because I think you should just wait and just don't give them too much money for it. Just wait, the price is going to come down, so just wait. If you want to buy one right now and this is priced fairly compared to the inflated market, then sure, go ahead and get it. At least you're getting something for your money, because I'd hate to like overpay for a Ventus card. Like, no offense to Ventus, I use them a lot in my computers because they're cheap, but they're pretty boring cards. At least this is cool, and it may be worth a few bucks more. Now, where I think things change is if you're getting 5090 or even a 5080, because you're getting a better card, and spending just $200 more there, it's gonna be less percentage-wise than on a 5070 Ti. So there it can make more sense, I think. But this is gonna be probably the coolest 5070 Ti out there, also because Astral cards from Asus, they are cool, but they are, you know, nothing special. This is a bit more unique. So it's unusual for me to do just a standalone GPU review. I usually just do it for Chinese GPUs, which nobody wants, or just unusual stuff like the PNY I did a while ago for my 5080, but I think this is cool enough and it deserves a review. So you guys let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you bought one, and if you bought one, let me know why. And also, if you overclocked, let me know how it's behaving in overclock. And if you bought another card, let me know which one. And if you think there is a cooler card which you want me to take a look at, let me know down below. Now, that's a lot of things to comment, but if you have time, maybe after commenting, also drop a like and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys again in another video. Wish you a very good day. Bye bye.